Hey y'all, today we will be taking one of these Dollar Tree hanging signs and taking it apart and making 3 pumpkins with some fall sayings. So these are the 3 we'll be making, and I took them off, but you could leave them on. So it is multiple ways. You could put a stand on the back of these and have them stand up in your tray. You could attach them to a wreath on your door, or you could just leave them like this and leave it and hang it on your door in the place of a wreath. So there's a lot of different ways that you can do this. And I'll be doing it all with Dollar Tree and Chalk Couture. So let's get started. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is take these pumpkins off this ribbon. So it's really easy. They're very small staples. They're not in very deep. So just grab the ribbon and you can pull them directly out. And now that I said that, somebody is going to fight me. But see how small these little staples are? I mean, there's really not much into the material. So we're going to pull them all off. I am not going to use the football sign. I may take it to school. I may use it for something else. But the boys are grown and gone, and I just don't do football anymore. So I am not going to have that hanging here, but I can always take it to my classroom and hang it there because they do flag football. So we are going to take our 3 pumpkins. We're going to grab a paper towel. Grab a paper towel over there. And we want to put just a little surface wax on there. Now, this is Chalk Couture surface wax. I have found that it works a little bit better than what you might buy. But any surface wax will work. So use what you have. But this does dry a little clearer. It's just, I have found that it really is better than the ones I buy at Home Depot or on Amazon. So that's just, my 2 cents for what it's worth. I wouldn't tell you if I didn't truly believe in it. Trust me, I would tell you to buy something else. Now, one of the really nice things about these particular signs, they are paper coated. So later on, if I wanted to completely change it, I could completely change by just peeling the paper, and I'll paint them again myself. But right now, they look beautiful the way they are. So we're going to be using the black velvet, and it is our new formula. This is chalk paste, very similar to chalk paint, but much thicker. It's the new is almost like a gel, which is really, really nice. Now, I will warn you up front, the black, for some reason, has an odor to it. And it doesn't affect the final product, but it's something to be aware of. Get out a wet wipe because when I craft, I get it on me. It doesn't matter what it is. I cut myself. I get paint on me. I get it under my fingernails. I haven't quite figured that one out. But we are going to put our sayings on these 3, and I'm going to show you just how little it takes of the paste, the wax you just saw, and the stencils can be used repeatedly. So let's get started. Okay, we're going to take our 3 stencils, silk screens, and they are sticky on one side. So what I've done is defuzz them by patting it against my shirt. I'm patting my shirt like you can see it. So we just want to make sure we get it kind of centered. And you'll notice that when I used them the first time, the ink kind of stained it a little bit, and that's completely fine. It will still work just like it should. So we're going to go ahead and do all 3. And then we'll just add the paste. I think it's good. So our black paste, and this is black velvet from Chalk Couture. Paste is different than the paint, I believe I said. And what you do is you're just going to put it on and squeegee it off. And the amount of ink or paste that I just got out should do all three. Oh, it'll do more than that, so we're good. Got plenty. I want to show you what happens. Let's say you accidentally get off of your stencil, and it happens, and I do it quite often. Get all of the excess. All of this leftover, I'm just going to put right back in because it is perfectly fine, and I don't want to waste it because this is going to cost me about 10, 25, maybe 25 cents in ink, in paste for all three of these, for everything that I've done, which is really quite good if you stop and think about, yes, you have an initial investment, but then you can use these for any number of things. And another thing these particular stencils can be used for. And what I'll do is I'll take these over to the sink and I just wash them. There's that one. And there's that one. So now I have three. I could put stands on the back and have them stand up. But I was going to show you, now that I have that little spot on there, and I don't want that little spot on there, again, here comes my wet wipes. Just get that off. I think there's just something on there, and it just wipes right off. So nothing to worry about. You just, I ran it through the thing. What I'll do is I will let that dry, and then I'll come in and clean that up. So there they are. But another thing I can do with these tags is put them on tags like this. And then on the back, as part of your gift, you put to and from, write them a little sentiment, and that is an extra gift. And you can get those tags in metal. You can get them at DollarTree, at Hobby Lobby. I mean, there's just no end to where you can get that. And see, this is really not bad about getting it cleaned off. I'll come back and fix that one in just a minute. But there's my three. Tell me, what would you do? Would you have left it all put together with your football and hang it on your door? Move that down so you can see. Would you have left it like this and just hung it from your door? Would you have done it like this and used it in 3 different wreaths that now you could even give as gifts for the holidays? Another really nice thing that you can do is this, after it dries and after I've had it up for the holiday, I can take this ink off and use it again. So what I could have done initially is done a pumpkin face, a jack-o'-lantern face on them, and then after Halloween, clean that off and put my fall sayings on there. So would you leave them like this and give them as gifts, which you totally could? Would you have left it completely on the door hanger, or would you do something else? Let me know your ideas. If you haven't already, please subscribe. I would love for you to come back and visit with us again. We will be back on Thursday. I say we like there's more than me. I will be back on Thursday, and hopefully you'll be with me. And we will do another creative DIY on the, I like to do them on the cheap, but some of them are, stuff that you could use repeatedly and therefore have more than one thing. But please subscribe. My name is Jeannie. This is DIY with Jeannie, and I look forward to seeing you again.